Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got game 2 of this 3-game series between the California Angels and the New York Yankees. Leading it off for the Angels, playing second base is Gritch. Batting second, playing center field is Miller. Batting third, playing shortstop is Chalk. Batting fourth, playing first base is Rudy. Batting fifth, playing left field is Baylor. Batting sixth, playing third base is Jackson. Batting seventh, playing right field is Rudiman. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Downing. And batting ninth, the DH is Hampton. And on the mound for the Angels is HARTZELL. And the starting lineups for the New York Yankees. We got leading off, playing left field is White. Batting second, doing the catching is Munson. Batting third, playing center field is Thomason. Batting fourth, playing right field is Jackson. Batting fifth, playing first base is Chambliss. Batting sixth, playing third base is Nettles. Batting seventh and doing the DH is Spencer. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Stanley. Batting ninth, playing second base is Doyle. And on the mound, the Gator himself, Ron GUIDRY. Let's get down to Yankee Stadium and get this party started. And I'll lead it off here for the Angels is Bobby Grich. And Grich is batting .243 with 4 homers and 20 RBIs. And this is Guidry's 14th start of the season. He's 9-2 at a 1.34 ERA to lead the American League. And here's the pitch to Bobby Grich. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator starts this game off with a strikeout, 1 up and 1 down. And Miller comes to the plate, batting .241 with a homer and 10 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. So nobody's put the ball in play yet. A strikeout and a walk. And now Chalk comes to the plate, batting .200. No homers and 11 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And there will be 2 outs. Sorry, that's a swing and a miss. Guidry strikes him out. So still nobody's put the ball in play. 2 strikeouts and a walk. And Rudy's up, batting .270 with 3 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Chambliss will take it himself. And that'll be out number 3. So the walk goes nowhere. California, nothing. New York coming to the plate with White, Munson, and Thomason. And Roy is batting .282. He's got 2 homers and 11 RBIs. That's going to be a fly ball out to Baylor in left field. That'll be out number 1. And Thurman Munson comes to the plate. And Munson's batting .291, 5 homers and 37 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 14 and an 8. That's going to be a fly ball again out to Baylor. He's busy this first inning. 2 fly balls to Baylor, 2 outs. And Gary Thomason making his Yankee debut. Batted .276 on the season with 3 homers and 20 RBIs. His first at bat for the Yanks. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Gary walks on down the first. And here comes Reggie. Reggie batting .327 with 20 homers and 42 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. They strike Reggie out. And the Yankees strand 1 also. We go to the top of the second. Still no score. Speaking of Baylor, who was busy in the bottom of the first, he'll lead it off, followed by Jackson and Rudiman. And Baylor batting .199, hitting below the Mendoza line. Does have 10 homers and 32 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play. ball, strike one, so he falls behind. Gators got the 0-1 pitch, lines and delivers, and he strikes him out. The Gators' third strikeout of the game. 1 up and 1 down here in the second. And Ron Jackson comes to the plate, batting .261 with 4 homers and 24 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. 20. It's going to be a single in the right field. So Jackson gets the first hit of the ball game for the Angels. And they got a runner on at first. 1 out for Ruderman. And Ruderman's batting .302. He's got no homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. The Gator falls behind on him. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He comes back after being down 2-0 to strike him out. And the Gators got that Louisiana Lightning working today with his 4th strikeout of the game. And Brian Downing comes to the plate batting .250 with 3 homers and 21 RBIs. And that's going to be again, he falls behind on a 2-0 pitch. Coming again, can come back and strike out Brian. And nope, that's going to be a 22. And that is going to be a base hit. Brian Downing gets a hit. And now all of a sudden, it is first and second, 2 outs. And Isaac Hampton's at the plate. And Ike's looking for his first hit of the year. He is 0 for 7 with no homers and no RBI. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out. And Angels strand 2. We go to the bottom of the second. Chambliss, Nettles, and Spencer due up here. And Chambliss batting .253 with 3 homers and 35 RBIs. And that's going to be a base hit. Chambliss turns on this one. Gets a leadoff single. Brings Greg Nettles to the plate now. And Nettles is batting .294 with 14 homers and 47 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one, folks. Will this be able to score Chambliss with nobody out? That is the question. That'll be a right. So that'll be in the right field. That'll be a 42. And with nobody out, Chambliss is going to stop at third. So second and third, nobody out. The Yankees with a runner 90 feet away and a runner down at second. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. Angels will play back. It's early in the game. They'll try to get some outs here. And Spencer is batting .281 with 10 homers and 20 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, a big strikeout by Hartzell. His second strikeout of the game, and it's a big one. Now Fred Stanley's up, batting .280 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts after getting in trouble with 2 batters. Now all of a sudden he's 1 out away. Brian Doyle at the plate from getting out of this mess. And Doyle batting .200. Can he deliver here with a 2-out base hit? And nope, that's going to be popped up down short. And that'll end the inning. And the Yankees squander a big chance there. Second and third, nobody out. And the Yankees can't score a single run. We get to the top of the third. It's still nothing. You got the leadoff batter due up here. Gritch, Miller, and Chalk, top of the order. And Gritch struck out against the Gators first time up. And we dropped the dice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Nettles for out number one. One up and one down here. And Rick Miller comes to the plate. He walked his first time up. That's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Thompson's out there today, makes the catch for out number two. Two quick outs here in the third. And Chalk's up now. Chalk, he struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Doyle. And that'll end the inning. The Yankees. GUIDRY sets them down 1-2-3. We get to the bottom of the third. Top of the order due up here for the Yanks. White, Munson, and Thompson. And White's 0 for 1. And he's going to be 0 for 2 as HARTZELL. All of a sudden, he's looking like Linda Ronstadt out there throwing blue bayous. That's his fourth strikeout of the game. And Thurman Munson comes up 0 for 1 today. The pitch to the captain. And that's going to be popped up down the second. Bobby Grich waits for the rainmaker to come down. And that is 2 up, 2 down. Gary Thomason's up. And Gary, he walked his first time up. And he's going to, against the righty, it'll be a 5. That's going to be a base hit in the left field. So Gary gets aboard again with a 2-out single. And again, Reggie comes up with a runner on base. Reggie struck out his first time up. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. He falls behind. Can Reggie make him pay? Here's the 2-0 pitch. And against the righty, that'll be a single. So Reggie gets aboard here. Back-to-back singles. Now we got runners at first and second, 2 outs. And Mr. Chambliss is up. Chris, he singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Here's the pitch to Chambliss. And that's going to be against the righty at 10. And that's going to be popped up down the short. Chalk makes the catch. The Yankees strand 2 more. It's still nothing. We go to the 4th inning. You got Rudy, Baylor, and Jackson due up. Rudy grounded out his first time up, 0 for 1. And against the lefty, a 3-19. And that's going to be a pop-up down the third. Nettles waits for it and makes the catch. 1 down. And Baylor comes to the plate. Don's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And there's 2 down. And Jackson comes to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. He's got a single in this game. He's 1 for 1. And GUIDRY strikes him out this time for his 6th strikeout of the game. And the sides retired in order. We have Nettles, Spencer, and Stanley due up. Greg hit a double his first time up. And we drop the dice. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackson. 1 up and 1 down here. And Spencer comes to the plate. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a rare play, a 37 and a 25. And that's out the right field. Yeah, right field. Ruben is out there, a 33 and a 2. Should be a 2, and it is. And that's going to be a single to right, batter to second on air, and out trying for third. What was Spencer thinking? It's going to be an error. An E9. So now there's 2 outs and nobody on. And Stanley's at the plate. Stanley's 0 for 1. Struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Fred gets a board here with 2 outs. And Brian Dole's up. And Brian popped up his first time up, 0 for 1. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ruderman. He makes the catch, and out of end inning, the Yankees strand another. To the top of the 5th we go. Still nothing. Speaking of Ruderman, he'll lead it off the bottom 3rd, due up Downing and Hamilton. And Ruderman 0 for 1 struck out against the Gators first time up. That's going to be a rare play. 63 and a 40. And he stood there like the house beside the road and looked at that one go by. That's strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And he strikes him out. The Gators on fire today with 7 strikeouts. And now you got Mr. Brian Downing up. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 2nd. Doyle's got it, throws it over the Chambliss, 2 down. And Ike Hampton's up now. He struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a rare play, a 53 and a 36. And that is ball outside. Gator thought that hit the black, but he doesn't get the call. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And he comes back and strikes Hampton out. And the side's retired in order. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Still no score. Top of the order due up here for the Yankees. White, Munson, and Thomason. White's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be against 9. And that's going to be a base hit in the center field. White's aboard here. We're going to do a little hit and run with Munson. Try to get the runner in motion here. And Munson is 0 for 2. 42 of 36. A hit and run. And he was going to take a ball. And the batter's going to steal second. So White steals second. Munson doesn't swing at it. And now you got the 1-0 pitch with a runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. And Munson gets a hold of this. And with White's speed, a single may score him. And that's going to be a double in the right field. So he's going to score. The Yankees take a 1-0 lead. A runner still down at second and nobody out. And finally a run's on the board. And Gary Thomason, he's singled and walked in this game. He's 1 for 1. Making his Yankee debut. And that's a 40. And the team is wild pitch. And that's going to be a wild pitch. Runner gets down the 3rd. That's going to force the infield in. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Gary. And that's going to be 27. That's going to be popped up in the foul territory. Jackson goes over near the dugout, makes the catch. And there's 1 out. Runner still down at 3rd. And here's Reggie. Reggie's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. Infield still in. And he gets a hold of this and against the righty. That's going to be a single over second base. And that's going to score the runner. And they're going to double their lead. They're double the pleasure, double their fun, double their lead with double mint gum. And now it's 2-0. A runner down at first. Chris Chambliss at the plate. They go out and talk to Paul. He says he's fine. And Chris is 1 for 2, singled in this game. And he gets a hold of this, and the Yankees starting to smack Paul around here in the 5th. That's going to be a double in the right field. And with Jackson speed, can he score from first? That'll be a 42. They're going to send him. And it'll be a 53 or less. He's safe. And he's safe. So that's an RBI double by Chambliss. And all of a sudden now, the Yankees are up by 3 and still only 1 out. Greg Nettles comes to the plate. And Nettles, with a runner in scoring position, he's 1 for 2. He's doubled in this game. And he smacks this one, and that ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go? Kiss it goodbye. Home run, Greg Nettles. And the Yankees bust this game open. It's 5-0, and that's it for Paul. They send him off. He can't make it through this 5th inning. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here. Is it going to be Griffin? Let's see here. Yep, it's going to be Tom Griffin coming out of the bullpen. And this is Tom's 10th appearance. He is 1-2 with a 6.25 ERA. You got the bases empty now after the homer. 1 out. Spencer at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. He singled, made it the 2nd on an error and got thrown out trying to get the 3rd. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Jackson. That'll be out number 2. And now you got Stanley up. And Stanley has yet to put the ball in play. He has struck out and walked his last time up. And that's still not going to put the ball in play because Tom strikes him out to end the inning. But the Yankees score 5. Make it a 5-0 lead as we go to the top of the 6th. The top of the order due up here against the Gator. Rich, Miller, and Chalk. You see the California Angels' upcoming schedule. They got one more game here in New York. Then they head out to Minnesota for a 3-game series. Then they head on down to Texas. Bobby Grich is 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch to Bobby. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Gator strikes him out for out number 1. Gators up to 9 strikeouts. Miller comes to the plate. He is 0 for 1. He has walked in this game. And that's going to be it's the lefty. That's going to be a fly ball out to Gary in center field. And that'll be out number 2. And Dave Chalk comes up now. 2 outs, nobody on, trailing by 5. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And the Gators up to 10 strikeouts. Ends the top of the 6th. To the bottom of the inning we go. It's 5-0 New York. Got Doyle up. And then we're back to the top of the order and White and Munson. Brian is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. Griffin walks him. So Doyle's aboard here with a leadoff walk. And Rory White's up. He's 1 for 3. He singled, stole 2nd, and came around the score back in the 5th. And that's going to be a ground ball down the 3rd. 1 and a 3. That'll be fielding column 3. And we'll get White out at first. Only play. The runner will get down in scoring position with 1 out. And Thurman Munson comes to the plate, 1 for 3 with an RBI double his last time up. And And that's going to be a ground ball. Might not be a ground ball. That's going to be a pop up down the third. Jackson waits for it out in shallow left field. Makes the catch. And there's 2 down. So it's up to Gary Thomason trying to drive in this 6th run. He's 1 for 2. He has singled and walked in this game. And that's going to be a fly ball out to shallow center field. Miller comes in and makes the catch. And that's your inning. The Yankees strand 1. We get to the top of the 7th. It's 5-0 Yanks. You got Rudy, Baylor, and Jackson due up here against the Gator. And Rudy's 0 for 2 today. Here's the pitch to Joe Rudy. And that's going to be a 19 and a 8. That is going to be a fly ball out to right field. Reggie makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And Baylor comes to the plate. And Baylor is 0 for 2. He struck out and flown out. And that's going to be against the lefty. That's going to be a base hit. Baylor gets aboard here with a 1-out single. That brings up Ron Jackson. And Ron, he's 1 for 2. He struck out his last time out against the Gator. And that's going to be a 19 and a 9. That's going to be back-to-back hits. All of a sudden, the Angels are in business here, folks. Back-to-back singles. And Ruderman comes up now, 1st and 2nd. 1 out. The Yankees are looking for a double play ball here. And just what the doctor ordered. That ball is hit down the 2nd. A 62 and a 7. That's going to be fielding column 3. Hit down the 2nd. And that's going to be the old 4-6-3 double play. And that'll win the inning. And we make it to the 7th inning stretch. It's 5-0 New York. Got the big boys due up here for the Yankees. Jackson, Chambliss, and Nettles. And Reggie, 2 for 3 with an RBI. It's last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. Reggie trots on down to 1st. Brings up Chris Chambliss. Chris is 2 for 3 with an RBI double his last time up. And that ball's well hit. Chris having a hell of a game here. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Forget about it, folks. It's a 7-0 ball game. Chris got all of that one. And now you got Greg Nettles up having a hell of a game. He is 2 for 3. He's got a double, a homer, and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Nettles. And that's going to be a fly ball out to pretty deep left field. But Baylor's got room, makes the catch, and there's finally 1 out here. And Spencer comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 today with a single. And that's going to be a ground ball down the chalk. He fires over to 1st. And there's 2 outs. Red Stanley, the chicken's up. He's 0 for 2. He has yet to put the ball in play. He struck out twice, then walked. And he puts it in play this time. He gets a hold of this. See where this one's going to land at. And that ball is hit in the right field off the wall. Just missed a homer. That's a 2-out double by the chicken. And Stanley's down at 2nd with 2 outs. And Brian Dole's up. Brian's 0 for 2. He did walk his last time up. And that's going to be a rare play. That's going to be a wild pitch. So that's a wild pitch. Gets the runner down to 3rd. So here's the 1-0 pitch to Brian. And an 8 against the righty on a 14. That's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Ruderman makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. But 2-run score on the 2-run homer. And it is now 7-0 New York as we go to the top of the 8th. You got Downey, Hampton, and Grich due up here. And Brian's 1 for 2. He is singled and grounded out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the nettles. Round number 1. Hampton comes to the plate now. And he struck out twice. Can the Gator give him a hat trick here? 43. Nope, that's a ground ball back to GUIDRY. He tosses it over to Chambliss. And there's 2 down. See the team comparisons here. California's 26 and 36, batting .254 with a .319 on base percentage, slugging .363 with a .682 OPS. Yankees are 46 and 15, batting .279 with a .334 on base percentage, slugging .375 with a .709 on base OPS. Rich is 0 for 3 today. He struck out twice. Can the Gator give him that little hat trick? No. Bobby gets a hold of this off the Gator. See where this ends up at. And that ball is hit down the short. Stanley knocks it down. Unable to make a play on it. And Rich has got a 2-out single. And Miller comes to the plate here. And Miller is 0 for 2. He has walked in this game, and he gets a hold of this, and all of a sudden the Gators getting into some trouble here in the 8th. And that's going to be a double in right field. Let's see here, a 52 and a 30. So that's going to be a 56 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there, an RBI double, and they get on the board here finally. And now it's a 7-1 ball game. And Chalk comes up. And Chalk is 0 for 3 today. Struck out twice. Can the Gators strike him out again? That's going to be a 22. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. Over to first. That's going to end the inning. But the RBI double by Miller makes it 7-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. We got the top of the order due up here. And we're going to bring in, I think Miller's going to come in. Let's see here. LaRoche might come in for 1 inning. Let's see here. Yeah, LaRoche is going to come in here and try to get through this inning. And this is LaRoche's 15th appearance. He is 1-1 with no saves on the year. That's hard to believe with a 2.19 ERA. So here's the pitch to White. You got White, Munson, and Thomason due up. White's 1 for 4. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Miller. Center field to make out number 1. Thurman Munson comes up now. Munson is 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. And Jackson's going to boot that. That's going to be an E5. So Munson's aboard here with a 1-out error. And Gary Thomason making his Yankee debut, 1 for 3 with a walk in this game. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Roche strikes him out. And Reggie comes to the plate now. And Reggie is 2 for 3 with an RBI in the game. And that's going to be a base on balls. He walks Reggie. Now you got first and second. And 2 down for Chris Chambliss. And Chambliss is 3 for 4 today. A double, a homer, and 3 RBIs. Chris is on fire. Got that batting average up to 262. Let's see here. He's got a pretty good hitting streak going here. He's got a 1. Nope, he didn't. 0 for 2. But he walked twice. I know he's been getting on base a good bit. He's been on base how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games and 9 games in a row he's been on base. Chambliss is doing well. Here's the pitch to Chris. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Ruderman. That'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 9th. It's a 7-1 ball game. See if the Gators can go the distance here. He's got Rudy due up. Baylor and Jackson. He's got the 4, 5, 6 hitters. Rudy is 0 for 3. He is grounded out, popped up, and flown out. And that's going to be a base on balls. So the leadoff batter gets aboard, and that will get the bullpen up. And Andy Messersmith is getting up in the bullpen just in case. And Don Baylor, he's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. Gator looking for a double play to get out of this mess. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Baylor out for his 11th strikeout of the game. Now Ron Jackson's up. He's 1 for 3. He singled his last time up. And that's going to be a 19 and an 8. No. That's going to be a fly ball out to White in left field. Now the Angels are down to their last out. And Ruderman's up. And Ruderman is 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and grounded out. And that's going to be a 40. And that's going to be a rare play. Runner down at first, a 40. On a 51. 51 and a 40 is hit out to center field. Thomason's out there. And that's not going to be good. That's going to be a single with a center. Runner scores and batter to second on air. S batter stops at first. So that's going to be a single. An E8. And runner on first will score, and the batter's going to get down to second. Yep. So now it's a 7-2 ball game. Runner at second with an unearned run just coming across the board. And now Brian Downing's up. And Downing's 1 for 3. He singled in this game. That's going to be against the lefty at 22. And that is going to be a ground ball down the third, down the short. Stanley's up with it, fires across the diamond, and that's your ball game. The Yankees win 7-2. Gator with another great game. Check out the box score here. And the Yankees 7 runs on 12 hits and 1 error. The Angels 2 runs, 7 hits and 2 errors. Jackson for the Angels, the only batter with a multiple hit game. And the Angels was 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. They left 6 men on base. You had Chris Chambliss, like I say, he is 3 for 5 today. Reggie Jackson was 2 for 3. And Nettles was 2 for 4. Yankees were 3 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Chambliss and Nettles with homers. And the Yankees left 10 men on base, what it could have been. Hartzell drops to 0-2, goes 4 1/3, 10 hits, 5 runs, walked 2, struck out 4, gave up a homer. Griffin comes in 2 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 2, gave up a homer. LaRoche comes in, pitches 1 inning, walked 1, struck out 1. Gator goes the distance, picks up his 10th win. 7 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned, walked 2, and struck out 11. And let's finish out the American League here on the 17th. You got the A's traveling to Baltimore to take on the Orioles. Mike Flanagan on the mound. Orioles trying to straighten this season out here. See if they can get a win against these Seattle Mariners. And they shut them out. Sure, that's what that is. Yep, Flanagan throws his second shutout of the year. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. The A's, no runs, 2 hits, and no errors. Then you got the Mariners going to Boston to take on the Red Sox. Believe it or not, Ripley's on the mound. And the Red Sox win a close one. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Mariners. Then you got Kansas City traveling to Chicago. Kansas City trying to fight back and get back in this race. They are now 1 game over 500 after struggling at the beginning of the year. See if they can keep up their winning ways against the White Sox. And no, the White Sox beat them 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Kansas City 3 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. Then you got the Brewers traveling to Cleveland to take on the Indians. And the Brewers win 9 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The Indians 5 runs, 8 hits, and 2 errors. Then you got the Tigers traveling to Minnesota to take on the Twins. And the Twins win 6 runs, 9 hits, and no errors. The Tigers 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And the last American League game of the day is the Blue Jays taking on the Rangers with identical 30 and 31 records. Somebody's going to get the 500. Who will it be? And the Rangers get the 500 on 5 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error. The Jays 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. Let's take a look here at the standings and leaderboard. In the American League, got the Yankees 9 games up on the Red Sox. The Tigers are 13.5 games back. The Brewers 14. The Blue Jays 17. Orioles are 19.5 games back. And the Cleveland Indians 23.5 games back. And out west, the Twins are now 4 games up on the White Sox, 5.5 up on the Kansas City Royals and Rangers. The A's are 9.5 games back. The Angels dropped 11 games back, and the Mariners are 18.5 games back. And Jim Rice is just tearing up the American League, leading in everything. Batting .369 with 23 homers and 71 RBIs. And the Gator lowers his ERA lead to 1.31. You got Figueroa with 11 wins on the year and the Goose with 17 saves. And Jim Rice obviously leading in MVP voting And Ed Figaro leading in the Cy Young. The next game on the channel will be the final game of this 3-game series. Let's see what the pitching looks like. Pitching matchup in game number 3. And you're going to have Mr. Chris Knapp going up against Ed Figaro. Figaro going for his 12th win of the year. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell and to get reminders, and that like button helps the channel out and don't cost you anything. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.